To Karstens Field on the campus of Downers Grove North High School as we bring you Trojan football. Tonight, the Trojans entertain their crosstown rival, the Mustangs of Downers Grove South. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Kruger. Delighted to bring you the action here tonight. Doubleheader action for you. First, we'll have the sophomore game, which will get underway momentarily, and that'll be followed up by the varsity contest here tonight. Downers Grove North Trojans in the home purple jerseys and the black pants and the black helmets. Meanwhile, the Mustangs of Downers Grove South in the traveling white jerseys with the Columbia blue numbers and the navy blue pants and the navy blue helmets. Downers Grove North will get the ball first. Back deep for the Trojans, William Gurin and also Jarrett Henriquez. Teeing it up for Downers Grove South will be John Infusino. And we are just about ready to get underway. Final game of the spring season here for both of these two ball clubs. There you take a good look at John Infusino. 59 degrees opening kickoff temperature. Bit of a breeze, feels like it's 56 degrees, but it is a very comfortable night on the north side of Downers Grove. And we are ready and we are underway here at the sophomore game. And this is going to be Gurin across the 30-yard line, 35, and tackled at the 37-yard line. Joey Portell was there on the initial stop, number 14 for Downers Grove South. And I should have said before that opening kickoff, in the words of the great Jim Meisner, everybody up for the kickoff. The late, great Jim Meisner, who was a public address announcer here at Downers Grove North and Downers Grove South for 41 years. Mr. Meisner recently passed away, and just a great guy he was over the years. A teacher at Downers Grove South back in the day. Here's a handoff here. This is Dominic Anania. And Anania gets pushed back for a loss of about a yard, but Jim Meisner, he'll be recognized during the varsity contest later on tonight. Loss of 2 on that handoff to Anania, so it'll be 2nd down and 12 now for the Trojans. Jimmy Janicki is a freshman, and he gets the start at quarterback for the Trojans. Out of the pistol, Anania comes up and blocks. Pass is complete to Gurin, and Gurin gets wrapped up at the 38-yard line. He's going to be about 4 yards short of the first down. It'll be 3rd down now for the Trojans. Just underway, opening quarter on the sophomore level. They play 10-minute quarters, and later on in the varsity contest, it will be 12-minute quarters. The Trojans this season on the sophomore level beat Oak Park, River Forest, and Morton. Came up short against Glenbard West, Hinsdale Central, and Lyons Township. So Downers Grove North 2-3 coming into this final game of the spring season. Handing it off to Gurin, and he will get wrapped up at the 45-yard line. Tackled on the play by Jackson Cherub, and it's going to be 4th down. And Trojans face a 4th down and a long one here, and it looks like they're going to go for it here. Chris Guerrieri is the head coach of the Trojans at the sophomore level. And a flag on the play. Troy Mahalik, by the way, is the head coach of the Mustangs on the sophomore level. This is a penalty against Downers South, so that'll give the Trojans an automatic 1st down, as the Trojans are now in Mustang territory at the 49-yard line. So a bit of a gift for the Mustang defense. Trojans now 1st and 10 from the 49. Opening drive of the game for Janicki and the Trojans. Janicki looking over at the Trojans sideline, getting the play. He's got 2 wide receivers on either side here. 1st down and 10. They're going to keep it on the ground. And going nowhere, stopped by Mohamed Salama, the big defensive lineman. As we take another look at it here, boy, that's a big guy right there. Danny Griffin was the ball carrier for the Trojans. It's a loss of 1. Back to midfield, and it'll be 2nd down and 11 now for Downers Grove North. expecting a bit of precipitation later on tonight, but hopefully it will not hit us. Janicki will be the keeper, and Janicki will have the first down, it looks like. Ryan Horn Salerno was there on the stop, but take a look at the nice run by the freshman Janicki, and it's going to be a first down. So a nice run by the freshman quarterback, and the Trojans are on the move here, all the way down to the 39-yard line. 3 minutes have gone by here in this opening quarter. We're coming to you from Karstens Field on the north side of town. Bragging rights. City of Downers Grove at stake here tonight. Split out to the bottom of your monitor is William Gurin, number 7. Janicki out of the gun. Going to hand it off, and going nowhere, Manny Adefala came up and made the tackle. Boy, there's some big guys on that Mustang defensive line. Take a look at big number 97 there as Anania got wrapped up there for a TFL. Loss of a couple. Second down and 14 now for Downers Grove North. Janicki has protection, plants his feet, fires, and the pass down to about the 40-yard line. And a gain of about 2 on the play, down to the 40-yard line. It'll be third down and long here for the Trojans, third and about 11. Ball resting right at the 40-yard line. Trojans need to get to the 29-yard line. So third and about 11 yards to go now for Janicki and the Trojans. Still the opening drive here. Janicki's going to tuck it under himself, cut it here to the near side. He's got some room inside the 30. He's got the first down. 20, 15, 10, and Janicki is in for the touchdown.
Run by number 10, Janicki for the Trojans.
Jimmy Janicki will go 40 yards for the touchdown, and with 5:21 to go in the opening quarter, the Trojans strike first.
Trojans 6, Mustang 0.
Nice run, boy. Some good blocking downfield by the Trojan offensive line on the right side, and Janicki did the rest. So the freshman, Janicki, and the Trojans strike on their opening possession of the game. Jarrett Henriquez on the hold, and Jimmy Janicki not only scoring the touchdown, not only the quarterback, but he is in for the extra point as well for the Trojans, and that one is up, and it is good. So 7-0 in favor of Downers Grove North. Boy, don't forget on that third down too, the fourth down, actually, the Mustangs with that penalty to give the Trojans that first down. Here's another look at it. You see Janicki cutting it up, good blocking there, and he cuts it to the outside, and good speed by the freshman. And the rest was all Janicki. So we'll see what the Mustangs can do if they can answer the call here. Beautiful night for football here on the north side of Downers Grove. By the way, we probably should mention the restricted attendance policy. Downers Grove North, they have issued tickets to 4 family members of rostered athletes here at Downers Grove North, and they also have a limited number of students who have registered. Of course, the band will be playing later on in the varsity contest, but the conference rule, the West Suburban Conference rule, is no visiting spectators, but because this is a District 99 game, they are allowing Downers Grove South to have certain tickets for the sophomore game and the varsity game, limited to just the visitors' side, 25% of the capacity. Of course, social distancing, 6 feet apart, and masks and all that. So Jimmy Janicki tees it up at the 40-yard line. Back deep for Downers Grove South, Ryan Horn Salerno. I'm on 3 right now. Ready, 1-1. Is back deep there. Is a good look at Jimmy Janicki. He's ready to go. It is a line drive kick, and it's taken by one of the Upmen back at the 30-yard line, and bringing it back is Jonathan Sanchez as he returns it back across the 35 to the 37-yard line, as they'll spot it. And so it will be 1st and 10 now for Downers Grove South.
1st and 10 Mustangs.
And the quarterback for the Mustangs is number 5, Krish Patel. Split out here to the bottom of your screen is Adam Davis. Wide receivers, so the Mustangs starting out of the shotgun here. 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line, trailing 7-0 to the Trojans. Ball carrier is Dion Davis. And Davis will get to the 44-yard line.
Advanced it to the Mustangs 44-yard
Taking up a good
second.
Look at it right there.
4 for the Mustangs.
Tackled on the play by William Gurin.
And on the tackle was number 7, William
So it'll be
Gurin
2nd down and 3 now for the Mustangs as they've got the ball at their own 44-yard line. Opening drive of the game, 4:41 remaining here in the opening quarter. Trojans on top. Hand the ball here, the sweep to the near side, and going nowhere. That was strung out nicely by the Trojans. Xander Troche with the carry for Downers Grove South. Take another look at Troche as he tried to get to the edge. You see the block up front there by Davis. Tried to cut back inside. The tackle there, Mario Duran, number 19 for Downers Grove North. Pretty good pursuit that time by the defense of the Trojans. So still 3rd down and 3 for Downers Grove South from their own 44-yard line. And this time it's a pitch to Davis. And Davis tries to cut it to the edge, but does not get there. But he'll get maybe to the line of scrimmage, to the 44-yard line. Gurin was there with the initial hit. You see 7 Gurin come up. There's the initial hit to slow down Davis. And coming up and making the final play there was Mario Duran. So actually a loss of a yard for Davis, and it's going to be 4th down and 4. Make it a long 3 as we come up on the 3:20 mark of the opening quarter. So Downers Grove South going to go for it here. Under center now is Patel. Split backfield and the handoff straight up the middle. Ooh, a 2nd and 3rd effort. And Downers South will indeed pick up the 1st down here. They'll move the chains. Good 2nd and 3rd effort. You see straight up the middle running.
Ball is advanced to the midfield stripe where it will be 1st and 10 Mustangs.
Ball spotted right at midfield. And so with 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter, the drive stays alive for Downers South. The Mustangs come into this one with a record of 3-0. They beat Addison Trail, they beat Morton, and they beat Leiden. 1st and 10, Mustangs. Oh, Patel dropped it, ball down on the floor, and it's still down. Trojans say they have it. The officials going to look like Patel, though, did cover up for Downers Grove South. It's back at the 45-yard line, so. Oh, no, they're giving it to Downers North. A late call by the official. So Downers North, you see Patel just couldn't get it. He tried to get it back. And Downers Grove North covers up. So the Mustangs with a crucial 4th down penalty to give the Trojans the drive alive. And now they cough up the football, and Downers Grove North will have it. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Mustang 45-yard line. 2:28 remaining here in this 1st quarter. Don't forget, first game of our doubleheader. We'll have the varsity game later on tonight as well. So Jimmy Janicki and the Trojans back to work. Ball at the 45 of Downers South. Yeah, the Mustangs, they posted a couple of shutouts this season. 37-0 over Addison Trail and 26-0 over Leiden. Going to hand the ball off to Anania. Good 2nd effort there as he gets close to the 40-yard line. And they also beat Morton by a score of 28-15. Take another look at Anania. Initial stop right there was by Cherub, but a good second effort close to the 40-yard line goes Anania. Second down and 5 for the Trojans. So 2 shutouts posted for Downers Grove South. 37-0 over Addison Trail, 26-0 over Leiden. Second possession of the game for the Trojans. 1:47 to go here in the opening quarter, and boy, not much there, and that's going to be a loss. It was big. Mohamed Salama was there on the stop as Anania loses a couple as you take another look at it. Initial hit 2 was Jacob Diamantos, number 87. So it's going to be 3rd down and 7 now for Downers Grove North. Second possession of the game. Trojans lead it by a score of 7-0. A 40-yard touchdown run by quarterback Jimmy Janicki. Janicki working out of the gun now. 3rd down and 7. Rolls out here the near side. Pass is complete. And spinning is Jared Henriquez, and he is in. 42-yard touchdown pass from Jimmy Janicki to Jared Henriquez.
Makes the score Trojans 13, Mustangs 0.
So it is now 13-0 in favor of the Trojans. Henriquez, after the catch, he spun out of a tackle, and the rest was a one-way ticket to pay dirt. So Henriquez will hold for the extra point. Jimmy Janicki in for the extra point. Great start to this ball game for the Trojans. The extra point by Janicki is good. So with 51 seconds remaining here in this opening quarter, we take another look at it here as Janicki rolls here to the near side. You'll see Henriquez with the catch, and after that missed tackle, forget it. No one's going to catch Henriquez as he's in for the touchdown. Trying to catch him was Adam Davis, but it'll be a 42-yard touchdown pass from Janicki to Henriquez, and so it is now 14-0 Trojans. Downers Grove North, if they were to win here tonight, would finish the spring season with a record of 3-3. Deion Davis is back deep for Downers Grove South. Also back deep is Ryan Horn Salerno, number 6 for the Mustangs.
Let's have everybody up on their feet for the kickoff.
Janicki's kick is a low line drive kick taken by one of the up men at the 20-yard line, Joey Portell. And Portell with a pretty nice return here. Downers Grove South will have good field position here as Portell brings it back to the 43-yard line.
43-yard line, return of 22
See the nice run there and shoved out of bounds there by Danny Griffin. So 1st and 10 for Downers Grove South and Krish Patel, their second offensive possession. Remember, their first offensive possession resulted in a fumble, and the Trojans took advantage of that. Just 44 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Glad to have you along from beautiful Karstens Field here on the north side of Downers Grove, named after, of course, Dick Karstens, longtime head coach here at Downers Grove North. Going to hand the ball off. This is Deion Davis, the ball carrier. And Deion will get across the 45-yard line where he is tackled by Declan Moore at the 46-yard line. So a pickup of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. This possibly could be the final play of the opening quarter. Patel now working out of the gun. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your monitor. They're going to pass, and a little bit of miscommunication there. The receiver, Ryan Horn-Salerno, was there. Also, number 19, Xander Troche, was both there. You see the 2 wide receivers there. Horn-Salerno was blocking. He didn't turn around, and the ball was there. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Troche is in the slot to the top. To the very top of your screen is Adam Davis, number 12. I mentioned this field named after Dick Karstens. 148 wins for Coach Karstens over the years. A timeout taken here. Timeout by the Mustangs. Yeah, Coach Karstens, a record of 148 wins and 83 defeats and 8 ties. Had so much respect, the players that he coached. That gravelly voice of his, he related so well to the players. Joined the Downers Grove North staff back in 1951. Taught history and government. Coach Karstens unfortunately passed away in 1985 at the age of 60. Won a West Suburban Conference Championship in 1969. As you look at the Trojans' defensive unit. And this field named after him. And boy, this field, they've done a nice renovation here at Downers Grove North. They expanded the press box and did some work in other areas. It really is a beautiful facility here on the north side of Downers Grove. Downers South facing a 3rd down and 7 here. Just over 13 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Krish Patel. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. Patel throwing to the top, and it's not going to get there. He's well overthrown. The intended target was Adam Davis, and it'll bring up 4th down and 7 now for the Mustangs. By the way, special thanks to Denise Cavanaugh, the athletic director here at Downers Grove North, for all her efforts and all her work and cooperation with our executive producer, Glenn Liljeberg, Dennis Bergen, Greg Rosel, Mark Kruger. Our entire crew, we're glad to have you along here, the first of 2 tonight. Got the sophomore game going on right now, and we'll have the varsity contest coming up a little bit later on tonight. So the Mustangs on 4th down will send out its punting unit. Number 99, Jackson Cherub, is back for Downers Grove South. He will be punting it away. Left-footed punter gets it off. Pretty decent punt. Trojans will not take it as William Gurin just kind of waves that off. It takes a Downers Grove South roll, and it's inside the 10-yard line at the 9-yard line. And that's the end of the opening quarter as we are coming to you from beautiful Karstens Field on the campus of Downers Grove North High School. The Trojans leading Downers Grove South by a score of 14-0. 40-yard touchdown run by quarterback Jimmy Janicki with 5 minutes and 21 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Gave the Trojans a 7-0 lead. And then with just under a minute to go, Janicki spotted Jarrett Henriquez. Henriquez broke the tackle and sprinted into the end zone for a 42-yard touchdown pass. The extra point was good, and so Chris Guerrieri and his Trojans leading 14-0. Possibly expecting a little bit of precipitation perhaps later on tonight, but let's hope that that will not happen, and we will stay hopefully dry for the rest of the evening here tonight.
It's held on the field. Okay, that's fine. She said if you could
So the Mustangs back out on the field defensively, and now here come the Trojans as they're going to start this one 1st and 10, the ball on their own 9-yard line.
The 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their own 9-yard line when play resumes at the start of the first or second quarter.
Danny Griffin is flanked just to the right of Jimmy Janicki. Motion man Janicki is going to keep it himself off of right tackle, and he'll get a good about 3 yards on the play as he crosses the 10 to the, say, 13-yard line. The tackle on the play was Joey Portell, number 14 for Downers Grove South. It's Janicki.
Number 10, Janicki, tackled by Joey Portell.
So the ball is now at the
and long 6 for the Trojans.
13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6 yards to go for the Trojans. Send the motion man. They're going to hand it off. Straight up the middle running and tackled from behind was Danny Griffin. But Griffin, he's going to be about, he's right there on the 1st down marker. See Griffin straight up the middle, and a nice tackle there.
It's 1st and 10 Trojans.
From behind by number 99, Jackson Cherub, but it will be a 1st down for the Trojans right at the 20-yard line. Needed to get to the 19, he got to the 20. First and 10 for the Trojans. Not much of a win to speak of right now. And movement on the left side of the Downers Grove South line, so this will give the Trojans another 5 yards here. 2nd penalty of the night against Downers Grove South, so they'll move it up 5 to the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 5 for Downers Grove North. So Downers Grove North taking advantage of the turnover. Mustangs a couple of penalties here in this first half. Trojans keep the ball on the ground, and right back to the 25-yard line is Danny Griffin. And Griffin, not much there as Griffin back to the line of scrimmage. It looked like it was Cherub once again that was in on the tackle. Mohamed Salama was in on there as well. It'll bring up 2nd down and 5 for Downers Grove North. Anania is in the backfield now for Downers Grove North as they face a 2nd down and 5 here. Opening moments of the 2nd quarter. Janicki, quick hit to the far side, pass complete to Gurin, and Gurin close to the 40-yard line, tackled on the play at the 39-yard line by Joey Portell, but it will be a 1st down, and the North will move the chains. Boy, Janicki sets his feet nicely. A nice ball there on the outside to Gurin, and you see Portell with the tackle there, but not before North picks up another 1st down. Boy, Janicki, only a freshman. Good fundamentals, good footwork for the quarterback. 1st and 10 Trojans from their own 40-yard line here. Just under 8 minutes remaining here in this first half. Trojans on top by a score of 14-0. Anania gets the call.
No gain on the play. Tackled by number 94.
Not much there on the play. Joey Price was there on the stop as he take a look at Price with the bear hug and the right back to the line of scrimmage at the 40-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 now for the Trojans. Boy, Downers South, the defensive line, they played pretty well here in this first half. It's just been the big play of Downers Grove North, that 40-yard touchdown run and the 42-yard touchdown pass. Janicki will get wrapped up at about the 41. Tackled on the play by Jacob Diamantos. Take a look at Jacob right there. Good tackle there. Maybe a yard on the play to the 41-yard line. Will bring up 3rd down and 9. Trojans need to get to midfield to pick up a 1st down. They face a tough 3rd down and 9 here. See what Coach Gary Airy decides to do here with his young quarterback, Jimmy Janicki. A 3rd down and 9 now for Downers Grove North from their own 41. Janicki has time, throws to the right side, overthrown. William Guerin with the intended target, and so now it'll be 4th down.
For the Trojans.
Punting unit coming on here for Downers Grove North. Joey Portell is back deep for Downers Grove South. The Mustangs should get pretty good field position after the punt here.
Back deep for the Mustangs, number 14, Joey Portell.
Jimmy Janicki will punt it away here, we assume.
And the kick is number 10.
Of course, you always never know when your quarterback is the punter, and there's a good look at Janicki, and a timeout taken by Downers Grove North here. So the Trojans are going to talk things over here. Their punting unit was out on the field, but they're going to decide to talk things over here with 6:23 remaining here in this first half. Trojans lead it by a score of 14-0. And don't forget, coming up later tonight, it'll be the varsity. Downers Grove North against Downers Grove South. And boy, the last several years, the Trojans, Downers Grove, on the varsity level, the Downers Grove North Trojans, they've won the last 5 meetings against the Mustangs on the varsity level. As a matter of fact, the Trojans have won 8 of the last, check that, 7 of the last 10 against Downers Grove South on the varsity contest. So that'll be coming up a little bit later on tonight. After the timeout, Janicki gets the snap, gets off a pretty good punt, a high punt. Portell lets it go, and this one, a diving effort, but it will be a touchback. Great effort that time by Danny Greifen. 59-yard punt by Jimmy Janicki, but it will be a touchback. Good hustle on the special teams unit for the Trojans. But the ball does trickle into the end zone, so it'll be 1st and 10, Downers Grove South, 6:12 to go here in the first half, as they'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Mustangs trying to get something going here offensively. Krish Patel back at quarterback, working out of the pistol. Back behind him is Dion Davis. Out of the I formation. The handoff to Davis as he cuts it to the outside. And boy, maybe picks up a yard or 2 to the 22-yard line. On the bottom of the play there, Danny Greifen. He came up with a football. But they're going to say that Davis was down. There you see Greifen with the initial hit. Alexander Kartsunis was also there. 2-yard pickup for Davis, so it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Mustangs from their own 22-yard line. 5:40 remaining here in the first half. Motion man Ryan Horn-Salerno. Patel looking to the top. He's got Ryan. And Ryan, after the catch, not much gain after the catch. It'll bring up 3rd down and long. Nice closeout by the Trojan defense. Jalen Walton was there on the stop, and later on, Greifen came in and helped out with the tackle. 3rd down and 6 for Downers South from their own 24-yard line. Dion Davis flanked to the right of Patel. Now coming into the game is Jake Justice. Mustangs seem a little bit confused offensively here. Now they're ready to go. 2 wide receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top, and yeah, before they can get this thing going, what's timeout or delay game? Okay, yeah. Mustangs looked a little bit discombobulated there. They ran out of time. play clock runs out, and so it'll be a 5-yard walk-off against Downers South. Third penalty of the game against the Mustangs. Guerreri.
Guerreri's the coach.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Sorry.
3rd down and 6. Well, Chris Guerreri, the head coach for Downers Grove North, has to be pretty happy with his sophomore squad here in this first half. They've played well. Mustangs facing a 3rd down and 6 now from their own 24. Patel is going to roll out here to the near side. Now he gets hit and the fumble, and it looks like Downers North has recovered. So 2nd turnover of this first half for the Mustangs.
15-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10.
And Downers Grove North has recovered. See Patel, there's the block. Patel tried to step up, but pressure from behind. Number 85, that was Declan Moore with the initial hit that caused the fumble. So give credit to Declan Moore causing the fumble. And Downers Grove North is in business once again. 4:31 to play here in this first half. Trojans with the ball leading 14-0. Jimmy Janicki out of the gun. Going to hand it off here, cutting to the outside. Boy, not getting room there. Joey Portell made a nice open field tackle there for Downers Grove South. No gain on the play.
For the Trojans, loss on the play.
See him cutting to the outside, and you see Portell coming up and making a nice tackle for Downers Grove South. Boy, Portell showing some speed for Downers Grove South. Ball at the 18-yard line, so a loss of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 12, under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Officials congregating it around the 18-yard line, right around the line of scrimmage, trying to figure out what this is all about. It looks like they're going to move the ball a little bit here. Ball is currently at the 18-yard line. As you see the 4 officials talking things over. And it's going to be a holding call against Downers Grove North here. So the first penalty of the game against the Trojans. And that'll push them back 10. .325 remaining here in this first half. If you've just tuned in, 14-0. We are in the sophomore game. Stick around. The varsity contest coming up later tonight. 2 touchdowns in the opening quarter for the Trojans. 40-yard touchdown run by Jimmy Janicki and a 42-yard touchdown pass from Jimmy Janicki to Jarrett Henriquez. Extra points by Janicki were good, so 14-0 Trojans with the lead here.
Yeah, we walk off back to the Mustang 20.
Downers Grove South coughed the ball up. They've had a couple of fumbles in this first half, and both of the fumbles, Downers Grove North recovering. Janicki, quick hit here to the near side. Pass is complete, and inside the 10-yard line, he's finally tackled there.
Number 13, Owen Thulin.
Owen Thulin with the catch for Downers Grove North, number 13. And once again, Janicki having plenty of time. You see a wide open Thulin and a good run after the game, after the catch by Thulin. Tackled on the play by Dominic Peel. Second down and 2 yards to go for Downers Grove North. As we are under the 3-minute mark, Janicki getting the call from the Trojans sideline here. Second down, 2 yards to go. Ball at the 8-yard line for Janicki and the Trojans.
Third down for the Trojans.
Third down, actually, and the handoff is to Greifen. And he will get held up. That's
Handoff to number
not going to get the
Danny
first down.
Stefan.
So Danny Greifen
Is
gets held
not
up
good
there.
on the play, bringing up a
So it's going to be fourth down and about a yard to go
for the
here.
Trojans.
And the Trojans going to go for it here. Big play here. Mustangs trying to come up with a stop and get the ball back here as we approach the 2-minute mark. Trojans trying to score their third touchdown of the night. Fourth down and about a yard to go. Ball at the 7-yard line here for the Trojans. Janicki goes under center here. Power I for the Trojans, and now Janicki breaks out of it. And it looks like a timeout's going to be called.
Timeout.
No call from the official as to who called the timeout. I assume Downers North called the timeout. Trojans
Timeout,
indeed do
Trojans.
call the timeout, so they're going to talk things over here. Pretty critical call here. Fourth down and less than a yard. You take a look at the North offensive unit right there. This is a big play here. With 1:36 to go here, the Trojans now with just one timeout remaining here in this first half, and they've got a big fourth down and less than a yard as you take a look at the Mustang defense right now. Trying to come up with a big stop. Defensive line there by the Mustangs, led by Declan Moore. Led by big number 99 Jackson Cherub and company. They've had a couple of big stops on the line. Joey Price, big number 94, is out there as well, along with number 75 Mohamed Salama. That's a lot of beef on that defensive line for Downers South.
As play resumes, it'll be
All right, we'll see how the
4-1
Trojans decide
for
to
the
play it
Trojans.
here. Dominic Anania is right behind Janicki. And instead, the give is to Greifen, and Greifen will have the first down inside the 3 and tackled at the 2-yard line. Tommy Coyne was there to make the tackle, but it's going to be first and goal for the Trojans.
Mustang 3-yard line.
Ball at the 3-yard line. So a big fourth down conversion for the Trojans, and now they're threatening for their third touchdown of the night. Janicki under center is going to hand it off to Greifen, and is he in?
Handoff to
Yes.
number 8,
Griffon for the touchdown, 3 yards out.
Mustang 0.
And it is now 20-0 pending the extra point.
No, I haven't, yeah. Right here, too.
So Downers Grove North with its third touchdown of the first half. Jimmy Janicki in for the extra point, trying to make it 21-0. Jarrett Henriquez. Instead Henriquez is going to run, and he's going to run it in for the 2-point conversion. So that makes it now 22-0.
Team for us is Owen Thurman.
Okay.
40 is Carter Chavez Jimenez.
Thank you.
And they're freshmen that were brought
They're both freshmen. So the 2-point conversion is good to make it 22-0 Downers Grove North.
22, Mustang 0.
Wow. Great first half for the Trojans. As there you see the replay of it. Henrique sort of bobbled the snap, and so a great heads-up play by Jarrett. Just decided to come out and sprint into the corner, and he gets the 2-point conversion. Good work by our camera crew. There's a good look at Jarrett. Good heads-up play. And it's 22-0 Downers Grove North. 1:18 remaining here in this first half.
Are to exit north of the north end of the bleachers and out.
So glad to have you logged on to Trojan football. So far, so good for the Northsiders. Leading 22-0 over their arch rival Mustangs of Downers Grove South. So Jimmy Janicki will tee it up at the 40-yard line, and we are about ready to get underway here. Back deep for the Mustangs is Dion Davis.
Mustangs, number 34, Dion Davis. And
number 4, Jake Justice, the two deep men for Downers Grove South, and this will be Davis. Actually, that's number 19. That's Xander Troche. Troche reverses his pivot and will get tackled at the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, Downers Grove South. They'll have only 68 seconds to work with here. As you see, Troche almost was out of bounds there on the far side, broke a tackle, then decided to sprint here to the near side, and he will get wrapped up at the 30-yard line. Boy, good hustle play once again there by Danny Greifen. Greifen had that 3-yard touchdown run, made a nice play there. So 1st and 10, Downers Grove South, ball just over the 30-yard line. Mustangs have yet to get in sync offensively here in this first half. Krish Patel working out of the gun now.
1st and 10, Mustangs.
Dion Davis is just to the right. And they're going to give the ball to Jake Justice. And Justice will get close to the 35-yard line. He'll pick up about 3 yards on the play. Greifen was there on the tackle as well. Walton was in on the stop as well.
Up to the 35-yard line for the Mustangs.
And coming in at the end of the play, too, Griffin Keown. 2nd and 6 now for Downers Grove South. Just a half a minute remaining here in this first half. Patel working out of the gun, looking to his left, under pressure, and dumps it off underneath to Dion Davis. And Davis will get a first down. There is a flag and a couple of flags down on the play, but Davis did pick up the first down, but we'll see what the penalty marker is all about. Nice job of Patel setting up the screen. And Davis with a nice catch and a nice run after the catch to pick up the first down, tackled on the play by Alexander Kartsonis, but there is a penalty marker down. Well, they're going to wave off the flag, so the play stands. It'll be 1st and 10 for Downers Grove South.
Play stands and the ball will be
ball at their own 43-yard line. Downers Grove South does have 2 timeouts remaining.
Mustangs.
Just over 22 seconds to go in the half. Mustangs sending a man in motion. Patel will keep it, and he'll get tackled for a loss. Big 39, Griffin Keown was there on the stop. And with only 3 seconds to go here, you take a look. Patel faked the handoff, and there you see Keown wrapping him up from behind. He fumbled the ball, but it was after he was down, I believe. So there's just over 3 seconds to go here in the half. The ball is at the 34-yard line. So the ground cannot cause the fumble, but the ball goes over on downs. And so with just over 3 seconds to play here, we'll see how the Trojans decide to play it here.
It's 1st and 10 Trojans.
It's 1st and 10 Downers Grove North at the 34-yard line of Downers Grove South. However, there's just over 3 seconds to go. And we'll see how the Trojans play it here. Jimmy Janicki. Well, they do have 3 wide receivers. To the bottom of your monitor at the top is Owen Thulin, the freshman. Well, why not take a chance? Throw it downfield. What the heck? 1st and 10 Trojans from the 34. 3 seconds to go in the half. High snap. Janicki is going to throw it. And he's got his man! William Guerin at the half. Wow. 34-yard touchdown pass at the half. And wow, what a way to end it. Well, almost ended it. We got the extra point yet. 28-0, Downers Grove North. What a beautifully thrown ball by Jimmy Janicki. William Gurin in the end zone, and the touchdown, 4 touchdowns in this first half for the Trojans. Jimmy Janicki in now for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, extra point is good.
Making the score Trojans 29.
So the extra point makes it 29-0. Take another look at the play. Janicki with a lot of time. You see him throwing it. Boy, oh boy, he threaded the needle that time. Tommy Coyne with pretty good coverage, but William Gurin bringing it down. Touchdown, Downers Grove North. Halftime here at Karstens Field on the campus of Downers Grove North High School, the sophomore game. It's been all Trojans, 29-0 at the half.
For Downers Girls, the booster club is selling spirit.
Tomorrow way too far away, and we can get back yesterday. But we young right now, we got right now, so get up right now. Cause all we got is right now. Baby, tonight I need you, and I feel it when I see you. Wherever you wanna go, whenever, baby, I'm yours. You know I love you about it. My life is your love, your life is mine. Baby, I love you, I need you here with me all the time. You know how to give me that, you know how to pull me back when I go running, trying to get away from loving you. My life is your love, your life is my love. You're gonna be a shining star with fancy clothes and fancy cars. So live your life instead of thinking of things that just live your life. My life, my life, my life.
Welcome to the monthly video. I'm here with art teacher Robin Biken, and she's going to tell us some exciting news about some award winners.
So I'm very excited to say that one of my students, Mary Lurch, won a Gold Key national level for her beautiful ring called Willow by the Pond. And Elliot Michael also won a Silver Key for his portfolio work. And we are so proud of both of those students. These are students that went up against other students nationally in the United States. So it's a great accomplishment, and we're just very excited.
I also want to highlight 2 other students who have demonstrated a lot of success this year. First, Sam Bull, who was our Illinois Journalist of the Year. And so, you know, as the title states, he had to compete against all journalists in the state of Illinois. This is a great accomplishment. I also want to recognize Emmett Tholen. He was named to the IHSA's All-State Academic Team, which again is a huge accomplishment because someone who wins that award needs to show significant accomplishment in both the areas of academics and then activities and or sports. And for Emmett, it was all 3 of those. So great news from our students and their work here in school and outside of school. We also saw a great deal of success with our winter sports. And so for the first time in a long time, our cheerleaders made it downstate. And you can see all of the names listed here. They ended up finishing 18th, and it was quite an accomplishment because it was a virtual competition, much harder to not have the energy of the crowd, but they did fantastic. We also had many conference champions. Our girls gymnastics, which is a co-op with Downers Grove South, they are conference champions. And then our boys and our girls basketball teams were also champions, so we're very excited for them. And then we had our Athenas, and they missed going to state just by 1 spot. So they had a great, again, virtual competition season. And then finally we had Brad Sladowski, who took 4th place in diving, and that was at the conference meet. And unfortunately, they didn't have any competition beyond that. So I know it was a tough and short season for all of our athletes, but they sure did a great job. I'm also pleased to share that related to our Career and Technical Education Department, we had 11 students compete at state through DECA. So congratulations to all of those students. We have lots of things to look forward to still this school year. So right now I'm in the auditorium, and I'm pleased to say that we're going to have a live musical, Freaky Friday, April 21st to the 24th. And we also have a spring art show that we will be able to host. And then of course we are planning our prom and graduation and all of our traditional end of the year senior activities. So stay tuned with your email. We'll send all kinds of details about how you can get involved. The week of April 12th is one to take note of because we have a special schedule. Our juniors and then our seniors who did not take the SAT in the fall will be taking the SAT test on that Tuesday. So we have a special schedule. Be on the lookout for information about that. And that Wednesday we have our virtual Parents Club meeting. We'll be sending information about that as well. But right now I'm standing in our faculty cafeteria overlooking the Commons area, and I wanted just to give you a sneak peek at the Commons. It's a beautiful space that will be open at the start of the school year. And just a week ago, I was very excited to work with the senior class board to complete a time capsule. They were able to be in the Commons and have a little ceremony and explaining each of the items that they put into the time capsule, and they did a fantastic job. That time capsule will be opened in 2071, so 50 years from now. But we are loving the way the Commons is turning out and excited to see it when it's all done. Speaking of beautiful spaces, I'm at our 4th Street entrance, which was the original entrance to the school, and we just put up this beautiful new sign just commemorating the establishment of North High School. So it's exciting to see all of the new improvements at our school. And I also wanted to take a moment to highlight something that I've been doing for the last year, which is a podcast. It's called Conversations with Mrs. Shores. And at first I was interviewing our administrators to kind of help with the pandemic and getting information out. But recently I started interviewing students. And so please take a look. Grace McTeague, student, senior, she talks about depression and anxiety and just mental health overall. And then Quentin Mills, who is a junior, he talks about the importance of being an ally. So I hope you will listen. I hope everyone has a wonderful and safe spring break. I know I'm excited to welcome everybody back to our new schedule on April 6th, and I'm pleased to share that we have about 80% of our students coming to school in person Tuesday through Friday. So I know the building's going to feel great, and it's going to look great, and it is going to be a wonderful month of April.
Greetings to the South High community. We're turning our calendars to April, and the thing that has us most excited is our ability to welcome back more students to in-person learning. You should have received an email last week with details outlining the processes and procedures that we'll be following this week, so if you haven't already done so, make sure you go back and review the contents of that email. One of the highlights that has occurred with having more students back on campus is highlighting their achievements. Our athletes have been competing for the last several months with the change in seasons of the IHSA season. Our winter sports have all wrapped up. Our spring sports are in mid-season form, and soon our new summer sports will begin. Our kids are excited to be participating, and it provides some level of normalcy. When they're active, it's normal that we honor a lot of our kids. To that end, our group interpretation team last week earned 5th place in the state competition. That's the highest finish that we can remember of our team. Congratulations to those hardworking students. Additionally, congratulations to Robert Grogan and Kahiridin Baradov on placing 1st in their respective categories at the Illinois State Distributive Education Clubs of America competition. They qualified for the national competition. Additionally, South High had 8 other students finish in the top 10 in the state competition, held virtually for the first time. Congratulations to all. Congratulations too to South High senior Ashley DeAnda. Ashley's photograph titled "No Direction" won her a silver medal after adjudication in the National Scholastic Art and Writing competitions. Congratulations to Special Services teacher Christy Toth. Christy has earned National Board Certified status and is now designated as a Master Teacher on the Illinois Professional Educator license. Congratulations, Ms. Toth. A couple big events to look for in April. Number one is the SAT exam. Every junior in the state of Illinois will take the SAT on Tuesday, April 13th. Freshmen, sophomores, and seniors, you'll have that day to get caught up on assignments and to do some extra studying for your classes. Your teachers will communicate those things with you. Also this month, our students just finished up filming for the high school musical, our spring musical production. The video is now in production and we hope to release it in the coming weeks. Next year's students will have an opportunity to perform in this space, so we look forward to providing that to the future generations. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great month of April, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.
Welcome back to Karstens Field on the campus of Downers Grove North High School. Special Friday night. Boy, I tell you, there's nothing like Friday night high school football, whether it's in the fall or in the spring, and we're delighted to bring you all the action. Trojans football, we are at halftime of the sophomore game. It's been all Downers Grove North. The Trojans leading 29-0 over the Mustangs of Downers Grove South, and the scoring got underway with 5 minutes and 21 seconds to go in the opening quarter. A 40-yard touchdown run by Jimmy Janicki, who's just a freshman, by the way. His extra point made it 7-0 in favor of the Trojans. And then later on in the first quarter, with 51 seconds to go in the quarter, a 42-yard touchdown pass from Jimmy Janicki to number 35, Jarrett Henriquez. Extra point by Janicki was good to make it 14-0. Then a 3-yard touchdown run by Danny Greifen. The extra point attempt, the holder, Jarrett Henriquez, sort of bobbled it a little bit, but it made a nice heads-up play and ran the ball in for the 2-point conversion to make it 22-0. And then with just 3 seconds to go here in the first half, Jimmy Janicki just let the ball loose, and he found William Gurin in the end zone for the 4th touchdown of the half for Downers Grove North. The extra point by Jimmy Janicki was good to make it 29-0 in favor of Downers Grove North. And that's where we're at right now. Both teams getting warmed up on the field. This third quarter will get underway in just a moment here. And while we got an opportunity, we certainly want to thank everybody here at Downers Grove North for their great hospitality. Denise Kavanaugh, the athletic director, and George Davis, our public address announcer, and of course the principal, Janice Schwarz, and everybody involved here at Downers Grove North. It's been a great first half for the Trojans, that's for sure. And we hope you're on board for the second half as well as the varsity contest, which will be coming up a little bit later on this evening. Dennis Bergen and Greg Rosel, our camera operators, and Glenn Liljeberg, the executive producer. We thank him for all of his efforts as this game is being shown on the football YouTube channel. And so we'll see how the Mustangs come out here. They had a tough first half offensively. Remember, they had a couple of turnovers too. They fumbled the ball twice in that first half. They had a couple of penalties as well. Downers Grove North had one penalty in that first half. Other than that, they played very, very well. And Coach Guerreri has to be awful pleased with the way his Softs have played here in this first half. Of course, Downers Grove North out of the West Suburban Silver Conference. Downers Grove South out of the West Suburban Gold. The Downers Grove North Trojans back in 2004 were the 8A state champions. John Wander, the head coach of the Trojans back then. And for the Mustangs of Downers Grove South, they won a state championship back in 2001 under head coach John Belskis. That was the first year that the IHSA, they went from 6 classes to 8 classes. And the Downers Grove South, boy, this fall it'll be the 20-year anniversary of that state championship team for Downers Grove South. They beat Naperville Central in the 8A title game back in 2001. Janicki to kick it off here, and this third quarter is underway. Davis on the return across the 35, spins out of a tackle, but boy, the kicker, Janicki, was there to make the tackle. But not before on forward progress there. They give Deion Davis the ball now at the 39-yard line. So a 14-yard return for Deion Davis. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs, just underway here in the third quarter. Downers South trying to get some points on the board. They put 37 up against Addison Trail, put up 28 points against Morton, and 26 against Leiden. But they're getting shut out here tonight against a good Downers Grove North Trojan ball club. 1st and 10 Mustangs from their own 39. Krish Patel working out of the pistol, and they're going to hand the ball off. Cutting it out here to the near side is Davis, and a nice run by Davis, tackled on the play by Dominic Anania. So 134 tackling the other 34. Take another look at it. Davis, good decision to cut it to the outside right there, and he picks up 8 yards on the play. Anania there with the tackle. About a yard short, actually, of the first down. So 2nd down, call it a yard for the Mustangs. They need to get to the 49-yard line to pick up a first down. 2nd and short for Patel. Patel throws, and nobody there. Almost picked off. And coming up defensively on the play there was Jared Henriquez. He was the closest player there. You see the throw by Patel. You see Henriquez comes up and almost got the interception. The closest receiver for Downers Grove South, Xavier Troche, was number 19. So it's going to be 3rd down and a yard for the Mustangs from their own 48.5-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your monitor here. 3rd down and less than a yard to go for Patel and the Mustangs. Going to hand the ball off to Davis, and Davis spins out of a tackle, now goes the wrong way, trying to get to the edge. Oh my, and he's going to get brought back all the way at the 30-yard line. Tackled by Declan Moore. Boy, take another look at it here. Davis, it looked like he had the first down right. Well, no, he was short. He got pushed back by Alexander Kartsonis, and you see good play by Declan Moore, number 85, to make a textbook open tackle on Deion Davis. Good hustle play by the Trojan defense, and now it's 4th and a whole bunch for Downers South, and the Mustangs' Jackson Cherub is going to punt it away.
Timeout Mustangs.
Timeout taken by Downers Grove South as they want to get the appropriate personnel here on this one. They do not want to botch up this punt here. The deep man is William Gurin for Downers Grove North. So the Mustangs call a timeout here early on in the third quarter. 8:48 remaining here in the third. As they take a look at the special teams unit for Downers Grove South. And boy, we mentioned Downers Grove North, their starting quarterback, Jimmy Janicki, only a freshman. And at the varsity level, the Trojans will start a sophomore, Sam Reichert, who took over for Drew Cassins. Drew now is a at Northern Illinois University, where he is a tight end playing for Northern Illinois University. So a couple of young quarterbacks for Downers Grove North.
As play resumes, it'll be 4th and 19.
All right, it'll be 4th down and 19 now for Downers Grove South. Cherub standing at his own 15-yard line. Mustangs will punt it away. Low snap taken on a bounce by Cherub, and he does a nice job of getting it off. It'll take a Mustang roll, and it'll finally stop at the 43.5-yard line. So that's where the Trojans will take over, 1st and 10 from their own, well, let's call it their own 44. 8:37 to play here in the third quarter. Boy, I like the shoes there by Manny Adefila, big number 97 for Downers Grove South. He's got that neon yellow thing going on there. Those really stick out.
It's 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their own 43.5.
All right, so we'll see how the Trojans play it here. 8:37 to play here in the third. Big lead for Downers Grove North, 29-0. Anania, and he gets wrestled out of bounds near midfield. Pick up close to 5 yards on the play at the 49-yard line. You see Anania trying to get to the outside. You see him stiff arm a man, but coming up there was Joey Portell, showing good perimeter speed for Downers Grove South. Ball at the 49-yard line for Downers Grove North. 2nd down, call it 5 for the Trojans. Split out here to the bottom of your monitor is William Gurin. All the Trojans looking over at the sideline of Downers Grove North, getting the play here. And before this one can get underway, we've got a whistle. And I believe it will be another delay of game penalty. Or a timeout. Okay, a timeout taken by Downers Grove North. They avoid the delay of game penalty, and they decide to call a timeout.
Timeout Trojans.
Don't forget, coming up at the conclusion of this sophomore game, we'll have the varsity contest for you. Joe Hereni, the head coach on the varsity level, now in his 3rd season as the head coach. Downers Grove North on the varsity level. Back in 2019, the Trojans with 6 wins on the season. That was the most wins the Trojans have had since 2013. Joe Hereni, by the way, a Downers Grove guy. Joe actually grew up in Downers Grove. He lived on the north side of town until he was 6 years old. Then he moved to the south side, and Coach Hereni actually went to Downers Grove South. Interesting story about Coach Hereni. He was the captain of that 2001 Downers South State Championship team. 20th anniversary of that team coming up this fall. Coach Hereni went on to play 4 years at Illinois College, where he was a 4-year starter at center. 2-time all-region performer. As the Trojans keep the ball, it's Janicki. He's going to be close to a 1st down. Portell on the stop. He's going to be, well, depending on the mark here, it's going to be about a half a yard short. You see Janicki on the keeper. Less than a yard to go. Janicki will keep, he'll cut it up, and will get the 1st down. He was met by Jackson Cherub, big number 99, but forward progress. They're going to mark it at the 45-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 for the Trojans. So good job by Jimmy Janicki lowering his shoulder and getting that 1st down. Hard-fought 1-yard run there by Jimmy Janicki, and they'll move the chains here. Getting out of the pistol, Henriquez, the motion man. They're going to hand the ball off of right tackle and maybe getting a yard. That's about it. Anania with the run. John Infusino, number 42, made the stop for Downers Grove South. Second down and 9 yards to go now for the Trojans. 6:23 left to play here. We are in the third quarter. Remember, on the sophomore level, they play 4 10-minute quarters. On the varsity level, 4 12-minute quarters. 2nd and 9. Anania gets the call. He tries to cut it to the outside, and he will get tackled at the 37-yard line by Tommy Coyne, number 2 for Downers Grove South. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 yards to, well, actually call it 2. Ball's at the 37.
37-yard line will be 3rd and a long 2 for the Trojans.
So 3rd down and 2. The Trojans need to get to the 35 to pick up a first down here. Again, the Trojans using a lot of the play clock here. Now they've got the play and they're ready to go here. And Janicki fumble on the play as he tried to hand it off to Anania. And Downers Grove South has recovered. Joey Portell with the fumble recovery. So Downers Grove North with the turnover. Boy, that was just not a clean exchange between Janicki and Anania. And boy, Joey Portell, that guy is always close to the football. And Portell with the fumble recovery. And so a great opportunity now for Downers Grove South to take advantage of the Trojan turnover. Something that the Trojans did in the first half, took advantage of the Downers Grove South miscues. $29-0 in favor of Downers Grove North. Final game of the spring season here in the sophomore level. Krish Patel and the Mustangs back to work from their own 36-yard line. The pitch is to Davis, and Dion is going the wrong way. Now he breaks a couple of tackles, and he'll get back to the 30-yard line, but it's going to be a loss of about 6. Carter Chavez Jimenez, a freshman they brought up, makes the tackle. But boy, a tough run by Davis as he is going the wrong way and now just getting swarmed by a bunch of Trojan defenders. Ball all the way back at the 30-yard line. 2nd and 16 for the Mustangs. 4.5 left to play here in the third. Patel looking to his left, throwing, and that one a bit overthrown. Ryan Horn Salerno was the intended target, and they'll bring up 3rd down and 16 for the Mustangs.
3rd and 16 for the Mustangs.
Let's get a look at Ryan. Boy, the secondary for the Trojans, they've had very good coverage downfield. The Mustang receivers have not been open. Patel has had a tough time throwing the ball here tonight. He'll have another throwing situation here. 3rd down and 16, the ball at their own 30-yard line. Davis just to the left of Patel. Patel will air it out, and that ball just overthrown. Adam Davis was the intended target. William Gurin was there on the coverage for the Trojans. Take another look, but there is a penalty flag down here. As you see, Patel got hit just as he threw the ball, overthrown to Adam Davis. And it is roughing the passer against Downers Grove North. So that late pressure, just as Patel threw the ball, you saw the play on the right-hand part of your screen there. So that penalty will bring the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Will be spotted just inside the 45-yard line.
And the Mustangs, they're going to be about a yard short of a first down. They need to get to the 46. Well, okay, now they're moving the chains and they're giving the Mustangs a first down. All right.
Mustangs a first and 10.
So it is first and 10, Downers Grove
45-yard
South
line.
from their own 45-yard line. So a big personal foul against the Trojans keeps this drive alive for Downers South. Rare miscue by the Trojans tonight. Here's Patel. Quick hit, and that one behind Xavier Troche. So it'll be up second down and 10 for Downers Grove South.
For the Mustangs.
Ball at the 45-yard line of Downers Grove South. Mustangs face a second down and 10 situation here. Motion man for Downers South. And now the Mustangs will call a timeout. Timeout taken by Downers Grove South here as they indeed looked a little confused there. That is their second timeout of the half, so they have just one timeout remaining. Mentioned several freshmen coming up here to the sophomore level. Of course, the quarterback we mentioned, Jimmy Janicki, is a freshman. They brought up Carter Chavez Jimenez, number 40, who is a freshman, and also number 13, Owen Thulin, is a freshman on the sophomore squad. Owen, I am assuming, is the younger brother of Ethan Thulin, who is a sophomore on the varsity team. And there's Old Glory. It's actually turned out to be a beautiful night here on the north side of Downers Grove. Temperature in the upper 50s at the opening kickoff. Light breeze. Delighted to bring you Trojan football here, the sophomore game, and we'll have the varsity contest coming up a little bit later on tonight. Mustangs trot back out onto the field here. Second down and 10 now for Downers Grove South after the Mustangs called the timeout. 4:15 remaining here in the third quarter. The motion man is Troche, and he will get the handoff, cuts it back up, across the 45, tackled from behind, and he will get tackled at the 48-yard line. Tackled by Declan Moore, number 85. Take another look. Good hustle by Declan Moore as you see him come up with the tackle there from behind. Good hustle play by Moore. Well, they're going to spot it at the 49-yard line, so it's third down and 6. The Mustangs need to get to the 45-yard line of Downers North to pick up the first. Patel barking out the play here for Downers South. Third down and 6. Going to hand the ball off to Troche, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, the 49, and tackled by the freshman Chavez Jimenez. No gain. Also, Danny Greifen was in on the stop for the Trojans, and now it's going to bring up fourth down and 6. Troche brings it right back to the line of scrimmage, which is the 49-yard line. Fourth and 6 for the Mustangs from their own 49-yard line. Patel rolling out here, the near side throws, and the pass incomplete. Intended for Nick Clare, number 85. In and out of his hands. So on the incomplete pass, Mario Duran, there you take a look at Mario right there, makes the nice stick. Take another look at it. Pretty good throw. Nick Clare had it, but coming up there, making the stick was Mario Duran. And the big hit, and now the ball gets turned over on downs. It'll be Trojan ball here at the Mustang 49-yard line with 2:33 to go here in the third. Scoreless third quarter so far here. Trojans leading 29-0. Coming to you from beautiful Karstens Field on the campus of Downers Grove North High School. And this will be Janicki, and he'll get about a yard to the 48-yard line. Jake Justice, number 4, was there on the stop. So a 1-yard pickup by Janicki. It'll bring up second down and 9 for Downers Grove North. Janicki is going to hand the ball off to Greifen. And Greifen will get to the 46. Pickup of 2. Bring up third down and 7.
Ball was spotted just inside the 46-yard line.
Hurry up offense here for Downers Grove North as they do not huddle up. 2 wide receivers on either side for Janicki. Third down and 6. Janicki throws to his left, and that one is incomplete. Owen Thuland was the intended target. And so now it's going to bring up fourth down and 6. Some pressure there by Downers Grove South, and Thuland couldn't quite handle it. Got his fingertips on it, and it looks like the punting unit coming out. Jimmy Janicki looks to punt it away. Back deep, Joey Portell for the Mustangs.
Joey Patel.
Third quarter winding down here, 1:26 to go. Trojans facing a fourth down and 6. Jimmy Janicki will get the punt off. It'll take a sideways roll, and it will finally get down at the 23-yard line. And so that's where Downers Grove South will take over here with 1:17 to play here in the third quarter. We thank you for tuning in to Trojan Football. This is the sophomore contest. Special thanks to Glenn Liljeberg, our executive producer, Dennis Bergen, and Greg Rosel. And our entire crew, Mark Kruger, delighted to bring you all the action from the north side of Downers Grove. Full transparency. Good to be back home in my hometown of Downers Grove. I was born and raised on the south side, though, so hopefully the folks here on the north side won't hold it against me here. So Krish Patel and the Mustangs back to work. First and 10, Downers Grove South from their own 23-yard line. It'll be Davis. And Davis gets held up right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, it's been a tough night running the ball for Downers Grove South. You see Dion straight up the middle, and he runs into 4 different Trojans. They gave Dion a yard, so it'll be second down and 9, under a minute to go here in the third. Patel, straight drop, throws to the far side, a little bit overthrown. Getting a hand on it was Adam Davis. But it looked like it was a little bit overthrown. You see Adam trying to get underneath it, the outstretched right arm. He did get his fingertips on that one, but a little bit overthrown, and it's going to bring up third down and 9 now for Downers South. John Belskis was one of my baseball coaches back in the day at Downers Grove South. Of course, Coach Belskis, a highly successful head coach at Downers Grove South for a number of years. Patel backpedaling. They're trying to set up the screen, and it's going to be picked off here by Carter Chavez Jimenez, the freshman, and he brings it back to the 10-yard line. So the freshman comes up and gets the pick. You see the heavily armored right hand of Chavez Jimenez, so he gets the interception here. You see Patel backpedaling. They're trying to set up the screen, but it was overthrown. They tried to set up the screen to Deion Davis, and it went right into the hands of Carter, and Carter brings it back to the 10-yard line. So the third turnover of the game for Downers Grove South. They had a couple of fumbles in the first half, and now an INT here in the closing seconds of the third quarter. And Jimmy Janicki and the Trojans are looking for more here, already leading 29-0. Going to keep the ball on the ground to Gryphon. Danny Gryphon, number 8, gets a couple off of right tackle, and that might be the final play of this third quarter.
You pick up a 3 on the play, bring up a 2nd and 7.
Second down and 7, and yeah, they'll walk to the other end of the field here. So the third quarter coming to an end. It was a scoreless third quarter here, but an interception by Carter Chavez Jimenez here in the final moments of this third quarter as Downers Grove North threatening here, looking to score for the 5th time in the game here tonight. So we'll go to the other end of the field. Downers Grove North leading by a score of 29-0.
Again, just a reminder, the Booster Club is selling DGN.
Mentioned Joe Hereni, the head coach for Downers Grove North on the varsity level.
Of the stadium.
Mark Molinari is the head coach of Downers Grove South. Coach Molinari is in his 8th year as the head coach of the Mustangs. He played his high school football at Bolingbrook, a former Raider. He's a 1992 graduate. Played for Phil Acton.
Down the steps. Under the press box.
Of course, Coach Ivlo is now the head coach at Bolingbrook, but boy, oh boy. Bolingbrook, over the years, they have had some great talent come out of the football field over the years from Bolingbrook, especially at the running back position. Downers Grove South on the varsity contest. The Mustangs are 3-1 on the season. Downers South lost its opening game of the season to Hinsdale South, 21-12, and then 3 straight wins on the varsity contest. The Mustangs beat Addison Trail 28-14. They beat Morton 42-21, and then Downers South beat Leiden 28-14. So Downers Grove South with a record of 3-1 coming into the varsity contest, which we will bring to you a little bit later on tonight. Second down now for Downers Grove North as they keep it on the ground. Gryphon gets tackled by Joey Portell, number 14 for Downers Grove South. Take another look at it here as Gryphon all the way down to the 2-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down and goal for the Trojans, and it looks like they did not get in. Good stop defensively by the Mustangs. Gryphon was there with the run back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So it's going to bring up 4th down and goal for the Trojans.
4th and goal for the Trojans at the 2-yard line.
Just underway here in the 4th quarter. Trojans threatening here, leading 29-0. Just underway here in the 4th quarter. Gryphon will not get there. He was hit initially there by number 87, Jacob Diamantos. So Diamantos making the play defensively, and so the Mustang defense has held It'll be Mustang ball here, but they are deep in their own territory. They're going to start this drive at their own 1-yard line. So the Trojans could not punch it in. Give some credit to the Mustang defensive line. So now with 9:02 remaining in the game, the Mustangs are pinned deep. They're going to start 1st and 10 at their own 1. And you have to figure that the Trojans' defensive unit are going to be pretty hungry looking for a safety here. Again, the Mustangs have had a tough time of running the ball here tonight against this Trojan defense. So Patel goes under center here from their own 1-yard line. Going to hand the ball off and getting some breathing room all the way out across the 5-yard line is Joey Portell. Nice cutback by Joey as he gets tackled across the 5 there on the play by William Gurin. So a 5-yard gain by Joey Portell. And Downers Grove South will face now a 2nd and 5 situation here.
2nd and 5 for the Mustangs.
Minute and a half gone by here in this 4th quarter. Patel remains under center here. 2nd down and 5 yards to go. And movement there by the center, Hunter Peterson, it looks like.
Walk off half the distance to the goal.
So the walk-off against Downers Grove South. Half the distance to the goal line will bring it back to the 3-yard line.
2nd and 8 for the Mustangs.
So instead of 2nd and 5, it'll be 2nd down and 8. Check that. It looked like there was a left guard, Hunter Peterson, that moved a little bit. Here's Davis. Davis has some room on the far side. Boy, across the 20. Look at him go. He's across the 40. Davis, he may go all the way. And it's going to be a touchdown. 97-yard touchdown run by Dion Davis.
34, Dion Davis makes the score. Trojans 29, Mustangs 6.
So it's now 29-6. Dion Davis with a huge run for Downers Grove South as they are on the board. Comes with 7:55 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Mustangs finally putting some points on the board. 29-6 on that huge run by Dion Davis. Mustangs will go for the 2-point conversion here. 3 backs for Patel here, and he's going to roll out here to the near side, looking into the end zone, throws, and he's got his man. 2-point conversion is good. Nick Clare with the 2-point conversion. So it's now 29-8.
Nicholas Clare for the Trojans, for the Mustangs.
So a nice rollout by Krish Patel. Here's another look at the 97-yard touchdown run by Dion Davis. Boy, once he got to the top of the edge right there, Gurin was there, and right about now you see the 5 Trojans trailing him, and it's all Dion. He's slowing up a little bit there at the 10-yard line, but a 97-yard touchdown run. And now here's the 2-point conversion. Nice play by Krish Patel. Rolling out here to the near side. Nice little toss. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Nick Clare with the nice catch. The nice 2-point conversion. And so it's now 29-8. Favor of the Trojans. Gurin is back deep along with Henriquez. John Infusino will punt it away for the Mustangs here. it's a onside kick attempt taken by Joey McCormick. Nicely done by Joey to fall down and wrap up the ball. So Downers Grove North are going to have excellent field position here. It'll be spotted at their own 49-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for Jimmy Janicki and the Trojans. 29-8 in favor of Downers Grove North in this Crosstown Classic. And don't forget, we'll have the varsity contest coming up a little bit later on tonight. 7:54 remaining in this one. Going to hand the ball off to Anania. And he is going to go back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. No gain on the play. See Anania. Coming up there at the tail end was Joey Portell, number 14, for Downers Grove South. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball still at the 49-yard line. Mustangs showing blitz. Now they back out of it. Enriquez goes in motion now to the top of your monitor. Janicki looking that way, and he's got his man at the 45-yard line. He's going to be tackled at the 44. Pass complete to William Gurin. He's going to be about 3 yards short of the first down as we take another look at it here. Again, Janicki with time, and boy, a very, very small window. But Janicki found Gurin. Another nice pass, and the catch by Gurin. So it's going to be 3rd down and call it 3 yards to go. They need to get to the 41-yard line. 6.5 minutes left to play. Trojans facing a 3rd down and 3. As the sophomore team tries to get to 3-3 on the spring season. Janicki looking to his left, nothing there. Now he's going to run, and he will have the first down. Tackled at the 35-yard line by Joey Portell, but not before Janicki picks up the first down.
Janicki picks up the first down, and the ball is spotted at the Mustang 34-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 Trojans.
Boy, another nice decision by Jimmy. Nothing was open downfield, and so he decided to keep it himself. He had the room to pick up the first down, and he does indeed do just that. Gets tackled by Portell at the 35. Boy, the Trojans with some talented young quarterbacks. They're going to hand the ball off. This is Anania, and Anania will get tackled again by Joey Portell. Portell's been a busy defender for the Mustangs, but we mentioned that this Jimmy Janicki is only a freshman. Again, Sam Reichert is a sophomore. He's the starting quarterback on the varsity level. So Anania gets tackled there at the 26. 2nd and short. A lot of opportunities here for Downers Grove North on 2nd down and short here. As we approach the 5-minute mark of this one. Downers North led 29-0. Janicki at halftime. Janicki's going to keep it. And he'll get tackled around the 22-yard line to pick up a 4. Jake Justice was there on the stop for Downers Grove South.
Ball was advanced down to the Mustang 22-yard line, where it's 1st and 10.
Take another look. Janicki breaks a tackle there and gets brought down by Jake Justice. Downers Grove South with a 97-yard touchdown run by Dion Davis. With just under 8 minutes to go here in this 4th quarter, the 2-point conversion was good. That makes it 29-8, and that's where we're at right now. 4.5 minutes left to play. Janicki's going to hand the ball off to Anania, and Anania is going to get wrapped up by Cherub. Number 99 initially, the initial hit. Take another look. There's Anania, and you see Cherub sort of whipping him down there. 2nd down and 11, a loss of a yard. Ball at the 23-yard line, under 4 minutes to play here in the game. Janicki looking to his left, now throwing deep, intended for the freshman, and he's got him, Owen Thulin.
To number 13, Owen Thulin.
23-yard pass
23-yard touchdown pass
from Janicki to the freshman Owen Thulin. So how about two freshmen hooking up here on the sophomore level? 3:46 to go. It's now 35-8. And the Trojans are going to go for the extra point. There's a good look at the freshman Owen Thulin. He's got to be pretty excited as they brought him up to the sophomore level. Great connection from the two freshmen here. And now Jimmy Janicki in for the extra point. Good snap, good hold. Extra point by Janicki is good. So it is now 36-8. Here's another look at it. You see Janicki with some time. And a beautifully thrown ball. The freshman Owen Thulin in the end zone with the touchdown. So great job. Danny Despodovic, number 7, was there in the coverage for Downers South. But the Trojans score yet another touchdown to make it 36-8. So each team with a touchdown here in the second half. Trojans led at the break 29-0. And so we'll see if Downers Grove South can return the favor here with 3:46 remaining in this one. Horn Solano, number 6, is back deep, along with number 34, Dion Davis. Back deep for Downers Grove South. So the kicking unit coming on. Danny Greifen will kick it away here for the Trojans. Oh, check that. I'm sorry. That's number 13. That is Owen Thulin. So Owen Thulin, who just caught the touchdown pass, now kicks off for the Trojans. This will be Davis. Davis with a pretty nice return straight up the middle. He gets close to the 35-yard line, as the sun has broken through the clouds here on the north side of Downers Grove. We're coming to you from beautiful Karstens Field on the campus of Downers Grove North High School. Battle at Downers Grove here tonight. Final game of the spring season for these two ball clubs. This is the sophomore game. We'll have the varsity contest coming up for you a little bit later on tonight. So the Mustang offense going back to work here with 3:38 to play, 36-8. It is senior night here, and they'll honor the seniors before the varsity contest. Always great to have those ceremonies. Downers South, 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Patel. Nothing there. Now he finally dumps it underneath, and the pass is complete. Adam Davis with the catch. He was tackled at the 40-yard line, fumbled the ball, but it was after he was already down. So a 6-yard catch by Adam Davis makes it 2nd down and 4 for the Mustangs. Patel under some heavy pressure that time by Chavez Jimenez. So, boy, the freshmen that have been brought up, Chavez Jimenez, number 40, has an interception, and they brought up the freshman Owen Thulin, who has a touchdown catch for the Trojans. So the freshman contributing here in the sophomore level. 2nd down for Patel and the Mustang, trying to set up the screen. Now Patel fires it deep. This is a 50-50 ball, and it looks to be caught by Downers South. That was Adam Davis
Adam Davis.
who came down with it. Boy, that ball was up for grabs. Anybody could have came down with it. See Patel backpedaling. You see, they wanted to set the screen up to Deon Davis, but Davis wasn't open, and some heavy pressure there by Declan Moore, and Patel just launched it up there. And Davis, you see kind of a jump ball situation, and Davis came down with it. 1st and 10 Mustangs from the 46. Here's Davis, the ball carrier. And Davis will have a first down as he is inside the 35 at the 34-yard line. So a pickup of 12 for Deon Davis, and they'll move the chains. So another nice run by Deon Davis. Remember, he had that 97-yard touchdown run earlier in the half. 1st and 10, Downers Grove South. We are at the 2-minute mark of this one. Trojans lead it 36-8. Patel underneath, incomplete, intended for Horn Salerno. A little bit underthrown. 1:56 remaining here. There is a penalty flag down, and it looks like there's a personal foul against Downers North. Coach Guerreri can't be happy with that call. A personal foul here, so that will, boy, that'll give Downers Grove South a first down here. That'll move the ball all the way into the red zone, all the way to the 19-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Downers South after the personal foul. Ball at the 19-yard line. So the Mustangs in the red zone. 1:47 remaining. Clock moving here. Patel over the middle. It wasn't there. He decides to go to the outside, and it's incomplete. So to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Pass is incomplete, bringing up a 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs.
1:39 remaining. Again, we'll have the varsity contest for you coming up later on tonight. 2nd and 10 for Patel and the Mustangs. Patel, the quick hit to the near side is incomplete, intended for Horn Salerno. Ball a little bit low, and so it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for Downers South.
Again, just a reminder that all fans must immediately
tried to get the ball to Horn Salerno in the flat here, but the ball was a little bit underthrown. And so it'll bring up now a 3rd down and 10 for Downers Grove South at the 19-yard line. Horn Salerno in the slot here to the near side. Patel looking to his left, now throwing. Davis, the intended target, and he's got it.
Pass is complete. Number
Touchdown, 19 yards from Patel to Adam Davis.
Makes the score. Trojans 36, Mustangs 14.
And so it is now 36-14 in favor of Downers Grove North. So Patel throwing to Adam Davis. Davis with a couple of catches on this drive. This last one, a 19-yard touchdown catch. 36-14, and it looks like the Mustangs will go for the 2-point conversion. Remember, they converted a 2-point conversion. Early on, they passed it to Nick Clare in the near corner of the end zone. Instead, they're going to hand it off. This is Davis. Deon trying to get to the corner, and he does.
2-point extra conversion is good.
So the 2-point conversion is good for Downers South, and that makes it 36-16.
1 minute and 30 seconds remaining.
Minute and a half remaining in this one. Take another look at it here. This is the touchdown pass from Patel to Davis. Coverage there by Michael Gates. It was actually pretty good coverage, but Just a nice catch by Davis. And now here is the two-point conversion as Davis bumps it out to the outside. And he gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion. So Downers Grove South, 2 for 2 on two-point conversions here tonight to make the score 36-16. Minute and a half remaining in the game. And I'm sure Coach Joe Hereni, the head coach on the varsity level, will have a meeting with Chris Guerreri and his sophomore crew, going over sophomore personnel and trying to figure out who can fit in who at the next level. There's been a couple of impressive performances turned in tonight from players on both teams. John Infusino will kick it off here for Downers Grove South. There's a good look at number 42. Low line drive kick taken at the 27-yard line by Anania. Anania still on his feet across midfield, and he dives to the 45, 46-yard line of Downers Grove South. So a nice return by Dominic Anania. .122 left. See the tail end of it there for Anania. Gets a few more extra yards as he stays in bounds and gets out of bounds and knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line. There is an injured Mustang down on the sideline there at the top of your monitor. The 46.5-yard line extended. And so Jimmy Janicki and the Trojan offense with 1:22 left. Trojans have looked good here tonight. 36-16. Trojans with the lead. First and 10, Downers Grove North at the Mustang 45-yard line. And Janicki will take the knee. And so Downers Grove North with an impressive outing here tonight. Downers Grove South has one timeout left, but they probably will not take it here as the Trojans will undoubtedly take another knee here. Clock winding down here. We are at the 1 minute mark. Again, a special thanks to the principal here at Downers Grove North, Janice Schwartz, as well as the athletic director, Denise Kavanaugh, and everybody here at Downers Grove North.
Thank you in advance for your cooperation.
As indeed, Jimmy Janicki taking another knee. Mustangs not calling a timeout. Players exchanging handshakes. As the Trojans, I believe, will take one more snap here. Technically, it's third down, so they'll take one more knee here, I believe, and that will be the ball game. So your finals, well, they're not going to take the knee. They're going to just walk, and that'll be it. Final score here on the north side of Downers Grove. The Trojans of Downers Grove North with an impressive outing as they knock off the Downers Grove South Mustangs 36-16 on the sophomore level. So we'll take a timeout and we'll regroup and we'll come back for the varsity contest. Again, your sophomore final. Downers Grove North beating Downers Grove South by a score of 36-16. Have a great evening. Mark Kruger, so long, everybody.
is Mason Ferrone, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Nathan Kerr. Accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Gianna Thayer, accompanied by her family. Our next senior is Frances Williams, accompanied by her family. And that concludes all of our cheerleaders. So now we'll start with our football players. No Harry Maher. Okay, our first football senior is Sam Baker, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Daniel Bancoro, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Daniel Belowski, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Liam Bohr, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Max Dvorak, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Sean Halloran, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is David Hansen, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Ezriel Henriquez, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Nick Hinkle, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Pedro Ibarra, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Reese Isaacson, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Daniel Jelinek, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Dominic Leone, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Pano Marinakos, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Eduardo Marquez, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Will McGarry, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Chris Morris, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Zachary Pantuso, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Eric Petrusek, accompanied by his family. Our next senior is Ryan Quinn, accompanied by his family. And our final senior is Brendan Truitt, accompanied by his family. We'd like to say congratulations to all of our seniors and wish them good luck as they proceed on to better and bigger things outside of Downers Grove North. Congratulations, seniors.